as we've reported, the city is moving forward with a new Eastside Regional Park. This will be the city's largest park, but before construction begins, the city wants to hear what you think. And joining us now is City Representative Michael No, who has scheduled an interactive community meeting where you can share your thoughts. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. No.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
I know you had to clear your schedule, so for the ladies who you see who are not seeing their doctors, you can make it to this interview. Thank you so much. So this signature park, 92 acres, it's huge. It's going to be huge.
It's going to be an impressive park. It will be El Paso's largest park such as this. You know, people who are familiar with the parks on the east side and can't really envision 92 acres, almost 93 acres, it is about the size of 3 Marty Robbins or double the size of Album. So yes, it's a big park, and it will have a lot of amenities that that district sorely needs.
Absolutely. So an amphitheater, right? 3 pools, 1 warm-up pool, a competition pool, a recreation pool, lighted athletic fields. Those are just some of the amenities, right?
Those are some, but it'll also have the first pretty much everything the district needs, which is, of course, the aquatic center. The district doesn't have a pool. The district doesn't have a senior center, not a single one. It doesn't have a rec center either. And this park will include those as well. And those are priorities of mine that I want to get built on up front in the first phases of the development of the park. Because the district just doesn't have any place like that for its seniors or for its kids' families to go to.
Wow, so that part of town, your district doesn't have a senior center?
No, none.
Wow.
It's a part of town that grew so fast that the amenities just didn't keep up with it. You know, we had the developers put in parks, but it was just grass. So we're slowly now, once I got elected, one of my main focuses was putting in the parks, finishing the streets, and of course safety. That's another one, is that we don't have a police command center in my district.
Wow.
So response times for police and fire need to be addressed as well, and we're working on that. But no, there's no place in my district for the seniors to go to like there are in other districts.
Okay, so tell us this meeting, what can people expect? It's tomorrow at 6:30
Tomorrow at 6:30, El Dorado High School over on Edgemere. It's important because, well, it's a huge park, right? So it's not something that you just develop overnight. So the first thing we do is a master plan. And so we have a company, Half & Associates, who are designing the master plan of the park, and they've had many meetings now with me and the community trying to find out exactly what all the community wants in this. We want pools, we want rec center, we want a senior center, but we also want an in-ground skate park. We also want a dog park. We want tennis courts. There are things that if somebody wants it in the park, they attended the meeting and voiced their opinion, and we sat down on tables with a big map, I have some here, and little cutouts of things that they would like to have, and we tried to design our perfect park. And what Half & Associates has done now is taken that back and is bringing back 3 sample master plans, and that's what we're going to look at tomorrow. We're going to try to vote on which plan we want for this park.
Okay, and of course voters approved this in the 2012 Quality of Life Bond.
They did. It was one of the bigger projects on there.
Yeah, $48 million.
$48 million for this one park.
For this one park. And voters, I mean, overwhelmingly gave the green light for this. So obviously, I know your district has a lot of young families too with children, so this, you know, to have pools and athletic fields, I think will serve that community really well.
Well, it is a regional park, remember, so like the aquatic center, it'll serve my district, but it'll serve the city as a whole and bring in swimming tournaments, things like that. But the entire east side of town is in dire need of a place to practice swimming. Our city as a whole does not have those amenities, so that's one of the main things that I was really proud to be able to get into that park, because we really need one on this side of town.
Absolutely. Now the city manager saying that he believes the pools will probably cost more than the $16 million that was budgeted. Any concerns about that? Well,
there's always concerns about it, and that's one reason why I want to put it up front in phase 1, because the interest rates are so low right now. I want to get these big ticket items like the pool, the aquatic center, rec center. I want to get those on board first while we can still get really, really reasonable financing for it to try to minimize the impact to the taxpayer on that one. Yes, it could be underfunded, but remember the other one was budgeted at $8 million, and this one's budgeted at 12. So I got a little bit of a head start there.
Right.
Things that I thought were maybe bells and whistles for a pool turn out to be pretty much basic needs when you talk to the community. So things like bulkhead, a lot of space for a lot of people. When you start adding that in, it may overrun a little bit. But the pool, the rec center, and the senior center are also going to be built all together. So I think there'll be some shared facilities within those, and I think some cost savings for that too. So I hope that if it does run over, that it doesn't run over much, and we'll be able to find ways to budget it. But I have a much better chance of getting that pool done than the one on the west side. We really had to work to figure out a way to do that one.
Right. And I know you've really fought and pushed so that you can build these pools sooner than later.
I have.
So the meeting again tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. at El Dorado High School. Huge project, so make sure that you go out there and make your voice heard. Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure, always accessible.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go.